Hello everyone and welcome. Today we are diving into the world of bus systems, exploring system bus design and arbitration. Get ready to understand the backbone of computer communication. So, what exactly is a bus system? At its core, a bus system is a collection of wires that carries information between the various components within a computer system. Think of it as a highway system inside your computer, allowing different parts to communicate. There are two key characteristics of a bus system. First, it allows shared communication. This means multiple devices use the same set of wires to communicate. Second, it is time multiplex. This means that only one device can use the bus at a time. They have to take turns. A bus system consists of three main components, each with a specific role. First, the address bus carries memory addresses and input/output port locations. It specifies where the data should be sent or retrieved from. Second, the data bus transfers the actual data between the components. This is where the information being transmitted travels. Finally, the control bus manages timing and coordination signals. It ensures that everything happens in the correct order and at the right time. Let's take a look at a basic bus connection architecture. Here you can see the central processing unit or CPU and memory connected through the bus lines. The bus lines consist of the address bus, data bus, and control bus. It's important to note that all the components share the same bus infrastructure for communication. Now let's discuss bus arbitration. Bus arbitration is the process of deciding which device gets access to the shared bus. The main problem here is that multiple devices may want to use the bus simultaneously. To solve this, we implement arbitration protocols to manage access and prevent conflicts. There are several methods to implement bus arbitration. These methods can be broadly divided into centralized and distributed methods. In centralized arbitration, a single bus controller makes all the decisions about which device gets access. In distributed arbitration, devices negotiate among themselves to determine who gets to use the bus. Other methods include fixed priority, where higher priority devices always win, and round robin, where each device gets an equal turn to use the bus. Bus arbitration relies on specific signals to coordinate access. These signals can be divided into request signals and grant signals. Request signals include bus request, abbreviated as BREQ, which indicates that a device wants access to the bus, and bus release, abbreviated as BREL, which indicates that a device has finished using the bus. Grant signals include bus grant, abbreviated as BGNT, which provides permission to use the bus, and busy, which indicates that the bus is currently in use. Finally, let's consider some important factors in bus design. We need to consider performance. Aim to minimize bus idle time and maximize throughput. Fairness is also important. Ensure that all devices get reasonable access to the bus. We need to consider complexity. Balance functionality with implementation cost. Lastly, scalability needs to be taken into account. Consider supporting varying numbers of devices. Effective bus design requires a careful balance of all these factors. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit CodeLucky.com for more such useful content.